Hello students, welcome to the learning management system organized by Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. This is the session number 49 of the unit estimation for roadworks of unit number 6 for civil engineering students of 5th semester. In this session, I am going to explain you how to calculate the quantity of earthwork in cutting and in banking. Banking is nothing but filling the earth for a stretch of a road, and then I am going to prepare the abstract of that estimated cost for that quantities, and finally there will be a multiple choice questions. So this is the problem. So prepare a detailed estimate for earthwork of a road of where the rates for the earthwork is excavation is 80 rupees per cubic meters, and for filling it is 60 rupees per cubic meters, and the width of formation is 10 meters. What is this width of formation? So every road, it will be either in cutting or in filling. If it is in cutting, this will be the typical cross section, and if it is in filling, this will be the typical cross section. Okay, this is the ground level. Okay, and this is the ground level for cutting. So for side slope for cutting is 1.5:1, that is this slope is 1.5:1. Okay, and for banking it is 2:1, right? So this width is called as the formation width. The formation width is 10 meters. Okay, so typically we will call this as B, and from here to here depth as D, and the slope as S:1. So this is the basic basic explanation for this problem. And also what he is asking to prepare an abstract, and also I have to draw the longitudinal profile of the road based on the given data. So the given data would be the total length of the road. The length of the road is 1200 meters. So he has taken the levels at the center line of the road for every 100 meters, at 0 meter, 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, like that. So each interval is 100 meters. So the RL of ground at 0 meter is 114.5, and at 100 meter is 114.75, and at 115.25. So this data shows that the ground is rising. Okay, Alva, see here, it has raised from 114.5 to 118. So up to this point it is a rising ground. It is a rising ground, and here see the ground level is falling from 118 to 117.9. So from here to here it is falling, and again it has been raised to 119.5. So it is again rising to 119.5. So this is the profile, longitudinal section of the road. Okay. So then, what is the RL of formation? RL of formation is 115 meter and 115 meter for changes 0 and 100. And from 200 on meters, he has not calculated the formation level, and he said that the road will be having a upward gradient. Upward gradient means, so from here to here it will be flat, and there will be a upward gradient from this portion up to 700 meters, and a downward gradient from 700 to 1200 meters. So this is the profile of the formation. So this will be explained clearly by drawing the longitudinal section of the road. So before that, I need to calculate the formation levels, that is formation levels at 200, 300, 400, 500 up to 1200. The procedure for calculating the formation level is, first I have to, first he has given that RL of formation at 0 meter and 100 meter is 115 meters. So, and beyond that he has given the slope upward gradient of 1 in 200. So 1 in 200 is the slope and 100 meter is the regular interval. So 1 by 200 into 100 will give me 0.5 meter. Okay, 0.5 meter is the answer, and since it is a upward gradient, okay, since it is a upward gradient, it will be written as rise. It will be written as rise. So this 0.5 meter rise will be up to 700 meter distance. Okay, not the chainage, up to the 700 meter distance. Again, from 700 meters distance, he has told that there is a downward gradient. So the downward gradient of slope 1 in 400, and the interval is also 900 minus 800 is 100, 1000 minus 900 is 100, 1100 minus 1000 is 100, and 1200 minus 1100 is also 100. So downward gradient from 800 to 1200 is 1 by 400 into 100, that is 0.25 meters is the answer. And since it is a downward gradient, it is called as drop. Upward gradient will be a rise and downward gradient will be drop. So this is the typical cross section that will be drawn. So here, first I am going to draw a straight line. This is called as datum, and these are the one that is in red are called as these are ground levels. Okay, here the datum is taken as 100. So 114 minus 0.5 minus 100 is 14.5. So I am drawing a line. 114.75 minus 100. First I am going to divide each and every. I am going to divide the 1200 meters. So total from here to here it is 1200 meters. I am going to divide this line into regular intervals of 100 meters. 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 100 up to 1200. Then the ground level minus the datum will give me these points. Okay, the one in red. So this is the profile of the ground. I have to convert to a scale when you are going to draw in the paper. For 600 meters, see, for 600 meters, the ground level is 117.85. 117.85 minus datum 100, it will be 7.85 from here to here. And again, it is 118.25 and 118.1. and 117.8, 117.75. See, the RLs are decreasing, so the ground is also decreasing in this fashion. And then 117.9, little bit higher. And finally, the highest level of this ground, that is 119.5, it will be joining like this. So this is after join all the points, and this will be your ground level. Okay, after drawing the ground level, okay, then you have to draw the formation levels. So the formation levels are one that is in magenta or blue color. This formation levels, this is already given in the problem, and this is calculated based on the previous slides. That is the rising gradient of 1 in 200, that is 0.5 meter rise is there up to 700 meters. So this 0.5 meter will be added to the previous levels. That is 115 plus 0.5 is 115.5. 115.5 plus 0.5 is 116. So 116 plus 0.5 meter is the rise. So 116.5. 117, 117.5 and 118. So up to here it is the rising. So up to here I have calculated the formation levels. So then from 800 to 1200 meter there is a 0.25 meter drop. Drop means it is negative, so I have to deduct it. Rise means adding and drop means minus. So 118 minus 0.25 is 117.75. 117.75 minus 0.25, 117.5, 117.5 minus 0.25 is 117.25. 117.25 minus 0.25 is 117. Finally, it is 116.75. After calculating all the formation levels, again from the datum 100, the levels are marked. 115 minus 100 is 100, that is 5 meter. This is also 5 meter. This is 5.5 meters. 116 minus 100 is 6 meters. 116.5 minus 100 is 6.5 meters. 117 minus 100 is 7 meters, 7.5 and 8. And again here the formation level is dropping because the level here is 118 and here is 117.75. So 0.25 meter drop, 117.5, 117.25, 117 and finally it is 116.25. After this join all these points to get the formation level. So this was the ground level and this is the road formation level, that is final level of the road. So after that, okay, so this is the ground level. This is the ground level and this is the formation level. Okay. So since the formation level is higher than the ground level, I have to fill the earth in this portion. And from here the formation level is down than the ground level. So here I have to cut, means I have to remove the earth. Right? Understood? So next I am going to calculate the depth in cutting and depth in filling. See, up to this point, okay, up to this point there is filling. There is filling. So it has been represented graphically from here to here, that is from here to here it is depth in cutting. So this depth in filling, depth in cutting will be calculated by, so D is equal to the formation level minus ground level. Okay, formation level minus ground level. If the answer is positive, okay, then it is called as filling. Then it is called as filling. If the answer is negative or minus, then it is cutting. Then it is cutting. If it is positive, it is filling. It is negative, it is cutting. So here 114, here the formation level is 115 and the ground level is 114.5. See here, the ground level is 114.5, formation level is 115. So 115 minus 114.5 is 0.5 meter. So it is plus, so it will be written in filling. Okay. Again, here the formation level is 115 and the ground level is 114.75. So 114, 15 minus 114.75 is 0.25 plus, so it will be written in filling. Okay, let us consider this case. Here the formation level is 107 minus the ground level is 108. So it will be minus 1. So it is, since it is negative, it will be written in cutting. Similarly, here the distance is here the distance is 117.5 is the formation line minus 117.85 is the ground level. So 117.5 minus 117.85 is minus 0.35, so it is written in cutting. And also you can see in this case formation level is 116.75 minus what is the ground level, 119.5. You will give minus 2.75. Since it is in negative, it will be written in cutting. Since it is negative, it will be written in cutting 2.75 meter. So this is the procedure to draw the longitudinal profile of the road and calculating the depth of cutting and depth of filling. And but one case you have to observe keenly is, so from here, this is one point, okay, this is one point, okay. Between these two chains, that is how much, 400 to 500, the formation line is passing from filling left side to cutting right side, alva ನೋಡಿ ಈ ತರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಲೈನ್. This is your ground level and this is your formation level. Okay, so this is filling, it is filling from moving from filling to cutting. Okay, so here at 500 meter, this is 500 and this is 400. Okay, at 500 what is the depth, 1 meters, and at 400 what is the depth, 0.4. Okay, so you have to find out the distance at which there is no cutting and there is no filling. This distance you need to find out. This distance will be found out by using the method of similar triangles principle. That is, this is the formation line, this is the ground level, 0.4 meter and 1 meters. 1 meter is cutting and 0.4 meter is filling. I am going to join the line and I am going to call from here to here it is x, and from here to here it is 100 minus x. Why? Because from here to here, what is the interval? 500 minus 400 is 100. So this is x, this is 100 minus x. So based on the principle of similar triangles, x divided by 0.4 is equal to 100 minus x divided by 1 meter is the depth. After basic calculations, that is, I am going to calculate the x is equal to 0.4, I will be going to the numerator into 100 minus x. So x plus 0.4, x is equal to 40. So x is equal to 40 divided by 1.4 will give me 28.57 meters the distance. Okay, so what is this distance x? It is 28.57 approximately equal to 29. So 29. So what is the chainage where the point there is no cutting and no filling? This is 400 plus 29, that is equal to 429. So at 429 meter there is no cutting and there is no filling. So next I am going to prepare a tabular column. First is serial number, distance, depth, mean depth, B into D is D square, BD plus SD square, L, and quantity is equal to BD plus SD square into L. How is this formula came? As I told you that in embankment or filling, this is the section, and for cutting, this is the section. So this is B and this is D, right? This is B and this is D. I have to find out the length. So I am going to divide this into one rectangle and two triangles. This is one, this is two triangles. So total area is equal to, what is the area for rectangle? B into D, okay, plus. So here the slope of banking is 2 is to 1. So here S is 2 is to 1. So then what will be this distance? The slope into depth will give me this width on both sides. This is also S into D. So the area of two triangles will be half into, there are two triangles, the base is S into D into what is the depth? It is D. 2 get cancels. So what is the total surface area? B into D plus S into D into D. So D into D is D square, BD plus SD square, right? So this is the procedure for calculating the, surface area. So the roads, there are different cross sections is taken at 0 meter, 100 meter, 200 meter. So if you are going to check the view, so this is your road, okay, this is your actually length, okay. So this is one depth D1, let us call it as D1, and this depth is I am going to call it as D2. So this D1 plus D2 I am going to get at the middle, that is DM, that is mean depth, okay. So that D will be, mean depth will be calculated and the D value will be substituted here. And finally I am going to get this area, this area at the middle. This middle area into total length, into length will give the total quantity. Will give me the total quantity. So this is the explanation of this tabular column. Now at 0 meter, what was the depth? So the depth is 0.5, filling plus sign, so it is 0.5. At 100 it is 0.25, 100 it is 0.25, at 200 it is 0.25, 200 it is 0.25, at at 200 it is 0.25, at 300 it is 0.8, at 300 it is, at 300 meter it is 0.8, and at 400 meters it is 0.4, and at 400 meters it is 0.4. Then the section is passing from, after 400, filling to cutting. So I have find out already the distance of from here to here. The chainage is 429 meters, the previous slide. So at 429 meter, what is the depth? The depth will be 0. The depth is 0. Again at 500 meters, the depth is 1 meter. So 1 meters. Okay. Again, it should go on continuing up to 1200 meters. So after writing the depth, then I am going to find out mean depth. Mean depth is this depth at 100 and depth at 0, that is 0.25 plus 0.5 divided by 2. Okay, so 0.5 plus 0.25 is 0.75 divided by 2 will give me 0.38. So this is 0.38. Understood? Similarly, the mean depth for 200 tonnage is 0.25 plus 0.25 divided by 2, that is 0.25. At 300, so this 2 I have to consider for 300, that is 0.25 plus 0.8 is equal to 1.05 divided by 2 will give me 0.53. Okay, that is 0.5. So in this fashion you have to calculate all the mean depths for the remaining columns. Then this depth into breadth, what is B? The formation width of this road is already given 10, so 10 into 0.38 will give me 3.8, 10 into 0.25 will give me 2.5, 10 into 0.53, that is 10 is the formation width, that is B, into what is the mean depth? 0.53 is equal to 5.3 is the B into, this is B into D, B into D. So multiply this breadth into depth in all the columns. Then you need to calculate SD square. So SD square for banking is 2. So for 100 meters, what is SD square? 0.29. It is S is 2 into what is D? D is 0.38. So 0.38 square into 2 will give me 0.29. So again, let us take an example of this. So here also the slope is 2 for banking, and what is the depth? Mean depth 0.2 square. So 0.2 square into 2 will give me 0.08 is the SD square value. Similarly, at 500 meters, one is the depth, mean depth is 0.5. So here the slope changes to cutting. Okay, since from here it is cutting, the slope I have to take is 1.5. So 1.5 into 1 square, sorry, 0.5 square is the mean depth, that is 0.5 square will give me 0.38. Then I am going to add BD, this column and this column will be add, that is 3.8 plus 0.29 will give me 4.09, 2.5 plus 0.13 is 2.63, 5.3 plus 0.53 is 5.66. I am going to get BD plus 60 square, and finally the total length here is 100 minus 0 is 100. Here 420 minus 100 is 21. 500 minus 429 is 71. So only in this portion it is passing from cutting to filling, the distances changes, rest of them remains the same. That is the interval, that is 100 meter. 4.09 into 100 is equal to 4.09. Here you have to make two columns, one for banking and one for cutting. This is filling and this is cutting. Okay, so up to this portion there is filling, and this is negative drops, then comes the cutting. So banking 4.09 into 100 will give me 409, 2.63 into 100 will give me 263, 5.66 into 100 will give me 566, 6.72 into 100 will give me 672, 2.08 into 29 meter will give me 60.32, 71.5.38 will give me 381.19, that is cutting is started. Here just make a small correction. It is not 586, it is 566. Again, continuation from the changes 600 to 1200. Follow the same steps and calculate the volume of cutting 749, 314 up to 1200 meters. Then add all the quantities, that is from here to here, add the quantities from here to here, that is banking, and for cutting this one, for cutting including this one, I need to add from here to here, this is cutting. After adding all this, I am going to get the quantity of banking as 1990.32 cubic meter and cutting as 5638.98 cubic meters. So here you can see the quantity of cutting is more than quantity of filling, but usually when you are going to practice, you have to make sure in such a way that the quantity of cutting should be equal to quantity of filling, because here the cut portion around 3500 cubic meters or 4500 cubic meters we have to dispose to a certain lead. So this is the method for calculating the earthwork. This I had calculated by mean sectional area method. There are three types of methods for calculation: prismodal method, mid section area method. This is mid section area method, and mean sectional area method. Okay, and after that I am going to prepare the estimated cost. The total earthwork in banking quantity is 1990.32 cubic meter. The rate was 80. So 1990.32 into 80 will give me 1,59,225.6 rupees. The earthwork in cutting is 5,638.98 cubic meters into 60 rupees will give me 3,38,338 rupees. Okay. So adding this plus this will give me the total amount 4,97,564 rupees. For this I am going to add 3% for contingencies. Contingencies, it may be a miscellaneous items which are coming in the project. 3% of this total will give me 14,926 rupees. Again 2% for work charge establishment. Work charge establishment include the money that will be spared for the supervisors or the security guards. So 2% of this total will give me this value, and adding these three, 4,97,564, 14,926 and 9,951, 5,22,442 rupees is the total amount of this for this project, that is for construction of a 1200 meter road. So this is the procedure for calculating the abstract for a road work. Next we will solve some multiple choice questions. The removal of earthwork for highway formation is option A, embankment, option B, excavation in cutting, option C, subgrade, and option D, excavation in filling. The right answer is excavation in cutting, means you are going to remove the earth, so it is called as excavation in cutting. If the formation level of highway has a uniform gradient for a particular length, that is, it is having a uniform gradient, and the ground is also having a longitudinal slope, then what is the method for finding the earthwork? Mid-section formula, trapezoidal formula, prismodal formula, or none of the above. Okay. So the right answer is, you can calculate, since both are parallel, okay, the universe slope both are parallel, you can calculate. So this is not none of the above, this is all of the above. You can use all the methods for calculation. Next, pick up the correct statement from the following. In order to check the average depth, dead mans are left at the midwidths of borrow pits. The earthwork excavation in excavation is made from the difference in levels obtained with the level. Earthwork to form the road embankment includes the formation of correct profile and depositing the soil in layers. So all the statements are correct. So all of the above, D is the right answer. The assumption on which the trapezoidal formula for volumes is based is the end sections are parallel, mid area of a pyramid is of the average area of the ends, volume of prismoidal is overestimated and hence a prismoidal correction is applied. That is, so these are the ends. Here both the ends are parallel, so A is correct, and I am going to calculate. I can calculate the volume by calculating the mean of these two areas. This is also correct, and the volume of prismoid is overestimated. So the prismoidal area, when you are using prismoidal method, it's overestimated, so correction should be applied. All of the above is the right answer. In the mid-sectional formula, the mean depth is the average of depths of two consecutive sections. The area of midsections is calculated by using mean depth. The volume of earthwork is calculated by midsection area by the distance between two original sections. So midsection means now we have done an estimation in this fashion. Okay, this is the midsection. Here there is one depth and here and there is one depth. So I have taken the average of two depths. That's what he is saying in option A. And the area is calculated by using mean depth. So at the mid, I am going to take this mean depth for calculating B into dm plus st square. The volume is calculated by the mean sectional area of the two original sections. So all the answers are correct. So it is all of the above. What is the formula for calculating volume by prismoidal area method? A, option A or option B, L by 3 into A1 plus A2 plus 4 times the A mean, or BD plus ST square into L, or none of the above. The right answer is option A, L by 6 into A1 plus A2 plus 4 times the A mean. Pick up the correct statement from the following. The incidental expenses of a miscellaneous character which could not be predicted during preparation of the estimate is called contingencies. Additional supervising staff engaged at worksite is called work charge establishment. Detailed specifications specify qualities, quantities and properties of materials. Or D, all of the above. So here all the options are correct. As I told you in the previous, in this session, contingency means for any excellent or miscellaneous items. Work charge establishment means engaging supervising staff. And detailed specification means there will be mentioning of quality, quantity and proportion. So all of the above is the right answer. Option 8. Here in this sketch I have given a depth of cut and fill. The distance from here to here is 30 meters and the height of cutting, and this is the height of filling or height of filling or height of cutting, vice versa. Calculate this point where there is no cutting and filling. A 20 meters, B 25 meters, C 22 or D 28. So as I told in this session, I am going to consider this distance as X. Okay, this distance as X, and from here to here it will be 30 minus X. Okay, so from similar triangles I can X divided by the depth is 2 is equal to 30 minus X divided by this depth is 1. So X is equal to X plus 2X is equal to 60. So X is equal to 20. 20 meter is the point where there is no cutting and filling. So option A is the right answer. The cross section of a highway is taken at right angle to the center line, B 30 meters apart, intermediate points having abrupt change or all of the above. The right answer is all of the above. Even it is taken at right angle, this is the cross section. Okay, so the cross sections will be taken at right angles to the road. Okay, so here you are going to take the levels for road, and then when there is a sudden change in the, and also it will be at regular intervals. So all of the above is the right answer. Pick up the correct statement from the following. The estimated value of the work, excluding the amount for contingencies, work charge discipline, is called the work value. Okay. If you are not considering the contingencies and work charge establishment, this will be the work value. Actual expenditure involved to complete a work, including incidental establishment and traveling charges, is actual cost. Option B, formal acceptance by the administrative department for incurring expenditure on the work is administrative approval. Or D, all of the above. So the right answer is D, all of the above. All these statements are correct. So I thank the chairman, the moderator, the subject experts, and the content developers and helping me for preparing this PPT and video. Thank you.